Hi guys, how's it going? I'm Lorraine and welcome to my channel. Now just before I dive in there and pull your cards for today, I'd just like to say I am an experienced and professional holistic and spiritual counsellor and mentor, and I offer 100% money back guarantee for image readings, tarot readings, also the programs, as well as spiritual and holistic counselling and mentorship, plus advice to help you with union with self and union with your person. Just check the details in the description box below this video. So let's dive in there and let's see what messages the cards have for your person or about your person. All right. Okay, so you were coming in with the Fool card, and you were also coming in with the Hierophant card here. I actually get here in your reading for your person, it's about their internal compass. It's about their inner knowing here. That's what it's about wanting to know more here, guys, more about themselves. It's learning to trust here, and learning to trust their internal compass, those intuitive nudges that your person is getting here, and learning to trust and also to be confident in themselves to take a certain action is what I'm getting. See, with the Hierophant card coming in, what it can talk about there is that your person never followed those intuitive nudges. And so they've learned to follow those intuitive nudges here. That's what I'm getting. They're waking up here in a sense that, hey, I need to listen. I need to listen to me when things aren't quite right, is what it's talking about here, guys. So I know what action to take is what I'm getting. Or so I know how to manage and cope with situations that I am dealing with at this time. Okay? See, what I also get there in terms of that internal compass here in your reading, I do get your person wants to get a handle on it, because there are times where your person, I want to say, sometimes lacks confidence because of those intuitive nudges here, where they may feel anxiety here. It's coming in as being able to manage and cope with those nudges is what I'm getting. It does come in as making a conscious effort for your person as well in terms of the Fool card here. It does come in as personal growth as well. Yeah, I do get here there is an element of your person wanting to be seen a certain way as well here in your reading, or even recognized here. As being a leader, as being a role model here. But in terms of role model and leader here, what I get there in your reading is for your person to actually follow that path, not just act that way here, guys. Yeah, to actually be is what I'm getting. The true person they really want to be. Know here, take ownership of that, as opposed to looking outside of themselves here, guys, for confirmation that they are a good role model and a good leader here. But it also comes in as, like I said, living that way, choosing that path here. I want to say even to follow those intuitive nudges as to how to dress here, guys. Yeah. Just want to say so. I think that's one of them here. Yeah. I want to pull some more cards here, guys. Okay. Yeah, it does. It is coming in by way of communication as well. All right, guys, that is coming in for your person. It comes in as think before you speak here. Yeah. But also come from your experiences here, which adds depth and meaning here to your conversation, to the way in which you communicate, as opposed to just talking about everything and anything here. All right, that's also what's coming in here, guys. So yeah, as way of effective communication is what I want to say. See, it also comes in as act with humility here. And to act with humility here, guys, is to be responsible for what you say here, which is why your words have depth, your words have meaning here. Also come in with truth here, guys, and be accountable for what you say. So when you come in with your own, when your person talks about their own experiences, yeah, of course they are accountable for what they are saying here. I get here in your reading is that your person, for your person, they are mindful in what they are saying at this time. The Hierophant. Of course, even though you're coming in with the Fool card, but what it tells me there in your reading is your person is learning to come from them here, to come from a place that connects with other people. All right, guys? Okay. Now let's keep going here. It's with the Fool card and the Hierophant card, what it can talk about there in your reading is your person wanting to be better. All right, let's keep going here. Now with that, what that could mean there, guys, is that you are recognized. You have effective communication here. When you speak, when you stand and speak here, or when you talk to people, you come from your heart space here. You come from your own experiences. All right, let's go. Let's do this. Alright guys, let's go. Okay, so you were coming in with the Seven of Cups, you have the Page of Wands, and you were also coming in with the Four of Cups here. Challenge and obstacle here. You know, when I spoke about the communication here, this kind of comes in like that, but the opposite effect for your person here, where they may not be connecting with people, is what I'm actually picking up here. Okay, Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands. Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands here in your reading is that it is coming in as your person's communication technique and skill here. All right, now coming in with the page, what it tells me there in your reading is that it's coming in as when your person says something here, it comes out all wrong with the Four of Cups. I get here they are trying to connect with people and even with yourself here, but it doesn't come across the way in which they intend it to. There is an element, because this is coming in as an obstacle and challenge here. See, it also tells me here in your reading is that your person is trying different techniques to connect with people. That's what I'm getting. All right, but it just falls on deaf ears here. See, what it can talk about there, and I spoke about it before, is that for your person, if they are wanting to come in a certain way, is what it talks about here, then they have to be that person. See, what I get here in your reading is that they're just not seen the way in which they want to be. I spoke about they are wanting to be recognized, is what it's talking about, is what I also pick up here. Recognized by others as seen as worthy and seen as confident. But I get here with the obstacles and the challenges, it's also coming in as your person gets overlooked, and yeah, and other people are chosen here. Because your person is interacting with people, most definitely here, and they do feel like they can contribute to the conversation, but it's almost telling me here in your reading that nobody really gets your person. Nobody really gets what they're talking about. This Hierophant guy. Now it can come in by way of your person's mannerisms, alright? Because it tells me here in your reading is that there is an expectation from your person that people are going to get them, that they are able to mix and mingle with certain people, is what I'm getting. And these may be people that are outside of their social norm here. See, it comes in as also here in your reading is that I did pick up leadership. I did pick up motivational speaker here. And it does come in as, here guys, okay, this is left field, it does come in as your person wanting to make changes in other people's lives with the Four of Cups here, but it's not effective. It doesn't affect change is what I'm getting. Now it could very well be the way in which your person is interacting with certain people. Here I get people who may drink, who have a drug habit, or could even gamble here with the Four of Cups coming in with obstacles and challenges. Is that it is quite challenging for your person to affect change in people's lives here, because it doesn't make a difference, and what I'm getting. Now, coming in with the Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands, what I get there in your reading is that, yeah, your person, you know, they, how can I say it? It's like they plan here. They see where they can go or where they can take people, the path that they can take them down. But what it also may talk about here in your reading is that your person may get just a little bit too far ahead of themselves. And they may forget the baby steps in between, that it may actually, the person they're talking to, they need to take the baby steps here, is what I'm getting. Let me keep going here, guys. Yeah. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Alright, so you have the Knight of Pentacles, you were coming in with the Nine of Wands, and you were also coming in with the Three of Wands here in your reading. So, well, what I get there in your reading is that it's full commitment for your person. If this is what they are wanting to do, is what I'm getting. If they are wanting to effect change or create positive changes here in people's lives, then your person needs to be the example. That's what I'm picking up. Now, coming in with the Knight of Pentacles, what it talks about there in your reading is the only one that's holding them back here is actually themselves. See, these cards over here are actually talking about what your person wants to do, coming in with the Hierophant card here. The people that they want to be involved with, or the people that they are involved with here. But the obstacle and the challenge is, well, what is it that I need to do? How can I do this here? How can I share with people the steps that they need to take? That's what I'm getting here, guys. But what it also tells me here in terms of the Knight of Pentacles here is that it's slow moving for the Hierophant guy, what they are wanting to create, only because it needs for them to fully invest, but to fully invest in themselves is what I'm getting. See, that's what the Fool card is all about here in your reading. Yeah, there may be an element here where your person does may feel a little bit foolish because they're bitten off more than they can chew, you know, that saying there. But there is that turnaround that can happen here. It's like, should I invest? When is this all going to happen? When, you know, that's what I'm also picking up here. So when is it all going to happen? I really do want it to work. And I am doing my best here. But there is what it talks about there is that there is still a long way to go. Mastery cannot be rushed is what I'm getting here, guys. See, with the Nine of Wands, and I'm pretty sure I said it's coming in as that conscious effort. Making that conscious effort, not so much to change other people, but to actually focus on yourself and be the person you want to be, the true person. That's how I'm getting it here, guys. So that once they commit to themselves here, fully commit to themselves here, guys, it's going to move forward in a sense here in your reading. See, what it also talks about here, guys, is that it's not just one thing that needs changing. That's what I mean by full investment here. I do get here your person is well aware of it here. Yeah, it's also their mind here. They need to invest in it to gain clarity here. All right, guys, to think clearly here in your reading. Yeah. I want to say level up, but to break down that level up, it comes in as knowing the positive or knowing negative here. Negative attachments. This will help you think clearly. This will help you go to the next level here. Working on negative self-talk. Here in your reading, your person does have the Fool card here. It comes in that way. All right. And really unpacking, why do they see themselves that way? Why do they have those negative attachments here? So that they can see the positive here. And that also goes for your person's heart space, compassion and empathy here. And appreciation here. Appreciate the opportunity or appreciate yourself here, so that, you know, with the compassion and empathy here in your reading, it's about being able to walk in other people's shoes, coming in with the Four of Cups. Is what I get here in your reading is that, yeah, your person is committed. They do want to support, and they do have compassion and empathy here, but it needs to be deeper is what I'm getting. It's got to come in as commitment here. And then you come in with the actions here in your reading. The actions are discipline here, guys. Yeah, making that conscious effort here in your reading, and humility. I think I came in with humility here. Yeah. And then you have strive here, guys. Selflessness here. That's all about self as well. You're also coming in with your health and mental health and well-being here in your reading. Okay, let's keep going here, guys. And let's see what advice the cards have for you about your person. Okay, so you're coming in with the Judgment card here, guys. Well, what it talks about there in your reading, when you're coming in with the Judgment card, it kind of comes in as the both of yous here. See, whatever is going on with your person could very well be going on with you as well. Here, it was what I'm getting. And if that is the case here, guys, book an image reading, tarot reading with me, as I'm not just a tarot reader. Okay. If you want to know more about both here and what they entail here, guys, just check out the details in the description box. Okay. Because what it also talks about here with the Judgment card is that you may want to book counselling with me and or mentoring. However, first you need to book an image reading. Alright guys, okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for your reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you later. Bye.